So as it stands now, TikTok will be banned on January 19, 2025. This after the court has denied TikTok's appeal. Now it's getting passed through the Supreme Court, which will most likely get pushed through. And after that, it'll just be signed and officially TikTok will be banned in the United States. The only way to save TikTok will be for a US company to purchase TikTok. After that, I don't think TikTok will be the same. It'll just be like any other apps that we have on the United States, such as YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you know the story. The algorithm will not be the same and TikTok will just be another forgotten app. And if this is the end, it has been a good run. It's been an incredible almost 5 years just of TikTok, because previously it was Musically and stuff. But yeah, maybe this is a one last final month for TikTok.
You're working so hard on TikTok and they're just gonna fucking delete it like it never even existed anymore. Please don't let them do this. Please. I don't want them to delete it. I don't want to wake up with no.
So I guess it's official. TikTok is being banned on January 19th. Is that what's happening? Apparently the appeal was denied, which is super shitty because I don't give a shit who owns TikTok. I know they keep stating that this is like a security to our government or a security issue for Americans. No, it's not. It is just yet another way to silence us. They don't like what happened over the past election. They don't like the fact that Americans are able to jump on this app and speak their mind. Is there censorship on this app? Of fucking course. I've been the first one to state that over and over and over again. But for the most part, out of all the social media platforms that we do have in America, this is the one app where the majority of our voices are able to be heard. Because that's not the case on Instagram, on Facebook. This is just another way to fucking silence us. And I don't know about you, but I'm getting fucking really sick of it. So if anybody has any information over this TikTok ban, or whether or not they actually believe this is going to go through or what the fuck is going to happen, because I don't really know much about it other than the fact that it's supposed to go into effect, of course, on JB's last day in office on the 19th. Can Donald Trump simply just like reinstate it on the 20th? Because he said that he doesn't want the ban to go through, even though for a while he originally wanted it, but I guess now he does. I don't fucking know, dude. But as somebody who like has only built up a TikTok platform over here, I fucking hate Instagram. And I used to do YouTube, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Do I need to jump platforms at this point? Do I need to invest more time into YouTube? Because I like vertical content like this. I like the fact that I can jump on this app. It's super easy to edit clips. Like I can do it all in the app. It's super simple. It's unlike YouTube where you have to actually go to a fucking computer, edit it, and then it doesn't make it as easy as this app does. And then Instagram's fucking fake and curated, and you can only post content for up to a minute on the shorts on YouTube. And it's only a minute and a half on Instagram. I don't know. Are we jumping to Android? Is that also something that we're doing? Because I know that people were saying that on iPhone, you can't, I guess, the way that it's situated, you only have access to like American-based apps here, but if you have an Android, you can break them and then essentially get access to apps worldwide. So are we just all jumping to Android? Is that what we're doing? What are you guys doing? I'm gonna panic now because I make money on this app, dude. Or not right now. I'm supposed to make money starting December 23rd again. But I make a pretty good amount of money on here, and a lot of companies make a lot of good money on here. And like all these influencers are making a shit ton of money. It's a huge revenue generating app for a lot of people, and it's literally saved the lives of a lot of fucking Americans, for people who like were working standard minimum wage jobs and were able to jump on this app and share real life content and do make a supplemental income on here. So what are we doing? What's the plan?
Changed with our ability to fight the ban on TikTok, and it looks like on January 19th we will.
I really did not think this day was going to come, yet here we are, losing TikTok on January 19th. It's been fun. I so appreciate the community we have built here. It was an interesting ride, to say the least. Yes, we have Instagram, we have YouTube, but nothing's like TikTok. I was laid off from my job last month, and here I was thinking I could potentially turn this into a career, but such is life. The job hunt continues.
So put me on, right? So TikTok ban is going through. Permanently, they denied a request again. So put me on. So a group of old people, right? Somebody's grandmas and grandpas, right? Said that us grown adults can't have TikTok because they think China own it, right? These are the same people that are too old to use the app, right? So they don't know nothing about what we doing here, right? Also, they're part of the same group of people that all our social securities got leaked, right? And guess how many people cared? None of us, because y'all had it. We already knew that shit was fucked. And can't ask Trump for help because his main man is the one doing the ban. So y'all didn't put a man in office that don't give a fuck about us. Use the app to promote himself. Also go for the other side, because Biden, you still in office, you could have immediately turned over that ban, but you didn't. Appreciate it again. But so old people run the world. Half of us are grown-ass adults, and we're getting told by other grown-ass adults that we can't use the app for safety concerns. But like I said, our social securities was leaked under y'all. That don't make sense. TikTok was a way to make the poor rich, or just give you a little extra bread in your pocket, because we all know for a fact these little 9-to-5s that we got ain't doing nothing. All we can do is pay rent and put a little bit of food in our mouth. That's it. Can't go have fun, can't go do none of that. And this is what happened when I start to actually get a chance on this app to do a little something. Like, never in my life have I had 20K on any platform. As soon as I get it, oh yeah, we're gonna ban that shit.
Why won't ByteDance just sell the company? That would avoid a ban. Why wouldn't you just sell?
The bill is 12 pages long. We have looked at it. It is not feasible to do whatever the bill thinks it does within the perimeter set out in the bill.
To divest the company?
So this bill, in all the details, you can go through the details. This would lead to the banning of the app in the country.
The Supreme Court just officially denied the appeal for TikTok to not be banned. So looks like we have to say goodbye to this app on January 19th. The likelihood of the ban not going into effect is extremely low, because that means that officially ByteDance will have to sell to an American company, I think, which also means that there needs to be a buyer with enough capital that's willing to take on this kind of app, but that also means that TikTok has to be willing to sell, both of which I just don't really see happening. But I don't know. I mean, like, I also didn't think that it would make it this far. I thought it definitely would have at least accepted the appeal, just like elongate the conversation in general. I normally would not post a video like this, but honestly at this point it doesn't even matter anymore, because I guess the app will literally be inaccessible within almost less than a month. I'm gonna continue to post on here just because it's something that I like to do, but I gotta figure out now what I'm gonna do after this, because I still really like content creation, but I'm definitely hesitant to move to another platform. So this is crazy.
I just watched a video and I'm gonna tag it in the captions. Somebody on here ran into somebody that works for TikTok and they said it's not going anywhere. He gave a list of 4 things that could happen, but if TikTok employees aren't worried, I don't think we should be either.
I genuinely do not understand. If this app is such a danger and problem to our country, why are there so many prominent figures in government on it? Please tell me how this is not an infringement of 170 million Americans' First Amendment right.
This is a sad day, y'all. The TikTok ban appeal was denied yesterday. What? Denied. DC Circuit Judge said that the Congress made a deliberate choice, a 270-day time frame to either sell or ban. All knew an appeal was not guaranteed. So, now what's next? Let's petition this. TikTok users, hey, we need you. Let's tell the U.S. government why us U.S. citizens need TikTok. Drop a comment. Say yes, no, or I don't care. We need those answers too. Tell us a little bit why. Did you quit your job and now this is your full time? That's an important percentage for the U.S. government to know, since over half of America uses it. Is this an outlet for your mental illness? Tell us. Least we can do to help TikTok for all they've given us. They've lined our pockets with money, whether we earned it or whether they gave it to us for free. I mean, we all know they've given it to us for free. Please, this is not a place for that purple ticket. Do not put your purple ticket in here, because I will not click it. Put that on my other video and I promise I got you. I will click it until Christmas. But this is to help TikTok. So please, let's petition this so they can get some information and at least carry it over to the Trump administration. And let's just hope the Trump administration is willing to help. They said they would, so let's see. The ban is the day before, so I mean, at the least we can go a couple days without it until they can find a solution, but let's get them some info. Please drop a comment and don't forget to repost. I don't care if you do anything else, but repost so we can get the word out. Not from my mouth. This is from ABC News. So, yes, it's real. We will be banned. Let's help TikTok today. You already know where I stand.
It's official, and this time is way different than before, because there was never a specific date given on when the app would be discontinued. January 19th, 2025 will be that day. And that's less than 45 days away. The only good thing that's going to come out of this is people might get their attention span back. But other than that, this app was something that a lot of people benefited from. As you learned about what's really going on in the world, you didn't have to rely on those big news networks. It's also an app where you could be absolute nobody and come on and become a somebody real quick. Promote your business, your clothing brand, your family's restaurant, whatever it was. The thing is, this ban's happening on Joe Biden's watch. And if you didn't know already, Donald Trump does have a TikTok. He also is really present on social media. So maybe this app will come back in the future. But if it doesn't, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube. The thing is, this ban is only going to be present in America. But without the American users, the app just won't be the same. I wonder how things are going to shape out after January 19th. Will the app crash as soon as you open it? Will it only be deleted from the App Store? And you can still use it if you have it downloaded on your phone like the game Flappy Bird was back then. Or is it just going to be a simple VPN and you can just continue using it? I wonder if American users will consider moving to Canada if this is their full-time job. Because for some people, this app generates a lot of income. But we'll see.
If TikTok was banned today, where can I see your content? Where can I see your content at if TikTok was banned today? Because once again, there are talks of TikTok being banned by January 19th. That means we want to talk about a little bit over a month, 6 weeks. If you get banned, tell me, where do I find you at? Are you on YT? Are you on FB? Are you on IG? Like, where else will I be able to find you? And I feel like not putting your eggs in one basket is wise, especially nowadays. So feel free to drop your info down in the comments, and let's keep in contact just in case. It'll be nice to have you guys on multiple apps. So lock in. Let me know what are your choices? What are your decisions if they do ban it? Let me know. You think it's gonna happen?
Breaking news, TikTok will be banned in the United States on January 19th. So says the Federal Appeals Court in Washington, D.C. The 3-judge panel issued their ruling on TikTok's case just moments ago in this 92-page order. The judges ruled the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary-Controlled Applications Act does not violate the First Amendment rights of TikTok or its users. The judges said they realize 170 million Americans use the platform every day, and this ruling could take away a place for them to express their free speech and take away, in some cases, their ability to make money. But the court said Congress knew all that and passed the bill anyway. The court wrote, Congress judged it necessary to assume that risk given the grave national security threats it perceived. And because the record reflects that Congress's decision was considered consistent with long-standing regulatory practice and devoid of an institutional aim to suppress particular messages or ideas, we are not in a position to set it aside. That means the ban is going to move forward. So what's next? Well, likely TikTok will file an emergency appeal to the United States Supreme Court, and there are two options there. Either the court can take this case on an emergency basis, or they can choose not to take the case. They are not required to hear it. Now, if the justices choose not to take the case, this ruling will stand and it's over. If the Supreme Court does decide to take the case, then it is possible that they will put the ban on pause while the case plays out. This is literally happening right now, and I'm going to dig further into that 92-page ruling, and I'll have more throughout the day.
So basically, we have less than 10 days for TikTok to be banned. What are we going to do with our lives after the ban TikTok? No, it's not funny, because make it make sense. Are we going to lose all our amazing content, all our content we have been creating, putting effort? Are we also going to lose our TikTok shop, like all the sweet deals, all the sweet products we used to receive? Are we going to lose all that? Oh no. Somebody should come and explain to us, because TikTok is like a family now. Sometimes you come on TikTok, you watch some very sweet content, some very amazing content. You feel all alive again. You feel motivated in life again, and you be like, oh, thank God. And then they're just going to like ban it just like that. Are we going to lose everything? I'm confused right now. Somebody should come and explain to us. Maybe they will save our content somewhere, or we'll still have our TikTok shop. I don't want to lose TikTok shop.
Real quick, I want to take your mind off the drones for a minute and talk about this TikTok ban, how likely it is that it will be banned, and what you can do about it. As I'm sure you are aware, a law was signed into effect that bans TikTok as of January 19th. That date was purposely picked, which I'll get to in a minute. What are the chances that this is going to happen? 100%. unless something is done. And unfortunately, there is only one thing that can be done. The Supreme Court needs to hear TikTok's appeal. The problem with that, the Supreme Court will only hear one case out of every 100 presented to them for appeal. That means there's about a 1 in 100 chance that TikTok will not be banned. As far as that date goes, January 19th, that date was purposely picked for this law to go in effect. That is the day before Trump takes office. Trump doesn't want TikTok to be banned. He wanted to do something about it. And they know that, so they purposely picked that date the day before he goes into office. You say, all right, Bobby, well, what can I do about it? Here's what you can do. There are 170 million users of this app. That is a lot of voters, and that is a lot of power. I want you to remember who voted for this law, this ban. You can send a message to them. They didn't ask you or I. They don't care about you or I. This app, this platform, is most likely the largest free exchange of ideas that exists. A person can literally get instant news. There is no middleman. There is no news organization that can color it, that can censor it, that can keep it from you. These lawmakers, they don't like that. But you can do something about that. You can send a message. The next time you go to the voting booth, vote out anyone who signed that law into existence. Vote everyone and anyone who put their signature on that document. Vote them out of office, because they are not looking out for you. They are looking out for themselves. It looks like this is going to happen. If you would have told me that 6 months ago, I wouldn't have believed it. They are taking away the only way we have to effectively communicate with each other. It's amazing. If there are any lawyers out there, I'd love to hear your thoughts, but as far as I know, that's where we're at. All right. See you tomorrow.
More be sad. TikTok gonna be gone January 19th, my boy. Find you another app to get on.
Two questions. Did we all just forget that TikTok was going to be banned? Because I know that I did. And the federal court just ruled that it will be banned indefinitely on January 19th. And so my second question is, where are we all going if TikTok is no longer an option? Because
It's official. The date has been confirmed that TikTok is going to be banned in the US on January 19th. Honestly, when I first heard about this whole TikTok ban situation in 2020, I did not think that we were actually going to go through with it. But now the closer that it's getting, I'm starting to think that maybe it might be true. I feel like so many people have built their platforms on TikTok, so it kind of sucks for the people that depend on this app as a career, because I'm just like, these are people's livelihoods that are at stake here. And like, I know that there's other apps like Instagram and YouTube, but we all can agree that those apps are a lot harder to grow on than TikTok. But my heart truly goes out to those people, because I feel like TikTok has been such a good app for getting small influencers or people that wanted to be a content creator for so long to like build that platform for themselves. And then now it's like cut short. But as a Canadian girly, I wonder what this is going to do for my TikTok platform, because I'm not from the US at all. So maybe that might be beneficial for us Canadians. But they also don't even have the creator fund in Canada yet. So honestly, I don't really know how beneficial this app is for us Canadians. But I don't know, what do you guys think about this ban? Do you think that they're actually going to go through with it? And if they do, what's the new app that people are going to be using?
3 reasons why TikTok isn't going anywhere on January 19th. I know you guys are feeling the panic. No! This is not just a date anymore. No! This is a day that could change the lives of 170 million Americans. Can you imagine waking up on January 20th without your favorite social media, and not to mention for some people, their only source of income? But I got 3 reasons for you why this can never happen. Reason number 1, free speech. The authorities know it. They've been trying to ban TikTok since 2020, and guess what? It's still here. Reason number 2, even Trump is team TikTok now. That wasn't his opinion in 2020, but he's on board now. Guess he doesn't want to lose his voters at this point. Number 3, TikTok is a huge money-making machine. People earn money every day through ads, collabs, businesses. Shutting it down is going to have huge economic consequences. So what do you think? Is this about protection or control? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
you.